sir, man. It's the Free Breakfast Podcast, man. Food for thought and your most important meal of the day. I go by the name of DJ Paulie Guap.
And I am Hefe Lockhart on the check-in, man. And today we are here with my man Rico.
Special
Lindsay
guest.
So individual, man.
What's good with y'all, man? What up, Clean Slate?
What's going
Man,
on, brother?
what's
How
up,
you
bro?
doing?
Man, interesting story about how I met Rico. Been hip to the movement, man. But All-Star Weekend, we were running around at the Highs Nobody eBay event. Shout out to all my folks at Highs Nobody as well. Mm-hmm. And I finally met the man behind the brand, you know what I'm saying? So we thought it was only right to tap in, man. But before we tap into the episode, man, me and Paulie just wanted to tap in on All-Star and let you guys know what's been going on with the Clean Slate, man, how our All-Star went, and everything that's been happening post-All-Star, man. So I just want to start by saying All-Star was just crazy.
It was a big one. It was a big one. I feel like All-Star being in our city, and the last time it was here, we wasn't even born yet. It was 91.
It's 91.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even here, but it's just the fact that I got to experience that in my lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get to tell my family about what we, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, this is what we did during All-Star, you know what I'm saying? Later on when you have, you know what I'm saying, when we have kids and all that, it's like, yo, get to tell your kids, like, yo, I did this for All-Star Weekend in my city, like, where we're from. Like, it's crazy.
It was crazy. Just, I think it was interesting just to see our place, like, in the city, man, just going out to these events and hearing all the conversations that people had with us, man. It was just crazy. I know I personally do social media for social status, and just working the 6 release, like the social status 6 release, that was crazy. Michael Jordan came into the store. It was
amazing. My brother had a picture with Michael Jordan.
Crazy.
Yo. You understand? Like,
had the Row Kit social status block party. Shout out to my boys over at Row Kit, man. Wow. Nico, Bam. They over there doing their thing, man. So it was just a crazy one, man. And like I said, we ran into my boy Rico at the Highs Nobody eBay event.
And it was so crazy because that night, Rico can attest to this. I told him that night, I was like, bruh, do you understand that when we was in high school, bruh, we was following your brand, fucking with what you had going on, pulling up to the sneaker summits with Dexter Dynamite, and, you know, shout out to Money Mad USA Travis, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those guys, big sneaker guys that was, shout out to the Brown Hulk, big homie, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Knowledge. Like, it's so many people that were in that era with you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? At those sneaker summits, we meeting y'all. You like, yo, y'all niggas in high school? Like, yeah, bro. You like, yo, y'all niggas this fresh? Like, yo, bro, we rocking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to my big homie Joey Crack. He was at that event that night too. I know y'all know each other through the Souls Over Everything and a lot of those things. So that's just amazing, man. For let the people know, where is Rico from? Like,
I'm from Winston-Salem, man.
Okay, Trey-Fo. Okay.
I came, shout outs to the Trey.
Okay. Okay.
I came out here in 2006.
Wow.
When I started out college, I started off at Smith, you know what I'm saying? Came here.
You went to JC?
Yeah, I went to JC,
I didn't know that.
man.
I didn't know that.
And then I transferred my sophomore year and went over to UNC Charlotte, man. So, man, I've been out here since 06. Yeah.
Okay, so you know Ryan Coleman?
Yeah.
That's
I'm a Kappa, man.
Oh,
so,
big new. You know what I'm saying? Big new. Oh, big new. Come on, Scroller. We gonna get like that. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Ryan Coleman. That's my mentor.
Word.
So like, when I did back when I did Kappa League in high school and like all that type of shit, like he was the nigga like, yo, bro, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, you got it. You can do it. And I was like, he would take me to like events on the south side. I'm a young nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like high school and shit. He taking me over there, badass Jones, like, like really like, yo, this nigga's next. Him. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you know Pat from Benjamin Bear?
Yep.
Patrick Hill. Pat Hill, man. Shout out to him. He another big dude in that sneaker, big sneaker game. So that's great. Yeah, like you really that aura. That's crazy. That's super crazy, bro.
It's crazy, man.
Beyond college, what made you stay here in Charlotte and do what you set out to do?
I mean, you know, Charlotte, I feel like for what we do, man, you know, in entertainment, I just feel like it's the best city in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I feel like it's a growing market out here. the culture, man, it's continued to evolve from when I even first started, man, to
Definitely.
to now. Like I feel like it's a lot of y'all like just killing it, doing y'all thing, man. And it's beautiful
that,
to
bro.
see. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going like starting out hitting the shows and whatnot, man, it was like a small little demographic, man, trying to get something popping, man. So just to see what Charlotte is now, man, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, Charlotte's about to have its time. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. I almost thought you was from the D with the Cardis, the Rolly, and then you was listening to Payroll. I see you listening to Big T, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I told this one cat, man, over All-Star, man, it was some cats actually from Detroit. And they had seen me like, yo, man, you from Detroit? I was like, nah, man, I'm from North Carolina. I just, the last few years, man, I just been rocking with their music real heavy, man.
Nah, Detroit got the crazy music.
Yeah, I've been getting inspired from
That's
it,
so
man.
crazy because when I was in college, I always thought you was from the R. And it's crazy. Where you were from never, like, crossed my mind until I was in college.
Yeah.
Because when I got to college, a lot of niggas from Raleigh, they'll be like, yo, bro, you know Soul Individual, bro? He be out in Charlotte. Like, he be with the sneaker summits and shit. I'm thinking he from the R.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, like, it's just crazy. You be just out here so much that so many people in North Carolina really – follow your movement and support what you got going on.
Word.
And like, shout out to Alexis from Hype Forever.
Yep.
I feel like y'all came up, like y'all big moments, in my opinion, especially during the blog era, 2010, 2011, Soul Individual, Hype Forever. That was a big forefront of North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Tumblr,
oh my
Twitter,
God.
early Twitter era.
Easy.
Shout out to
You know
Alexis,
what I'm saying?
man.
Shout out to Alexis, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her Spike Lee piece too, man. That one of the best pieces I've ever seen in artwork, period. Like ever. You
What got you into the sneaker game?
What got me into it, man, I feel like man, I just got an ongoing story with sneakers, you know what I mean? And it started from, when I was younger, you know what I mean? I it's a funny story, when I really like, I won't say when I really made up my mind, but when I just knew like it was gonna be a story with me and sneakers was when I had to be in like, it was between 3rd and 5th grade. I can't remember what grade it was in, but this was when the 12s had came out. I want to say it was the Taxis had dropped at the time. You know what I mean? It was around at the time of Taxis and the playoffs. It was around one of them drops that dropped, and everybody in school had those sneakers, man. And I just had to have them. So I had went over my cousin's house. I used to go over my cousin's house in Easton. Shout out to Easton, man, in Winston. And I used to go over there every day after school. And one day, man, I seen my cousin and my uncle. They had on some Air Thunders, look just like some Air Jordan 12s, you know what I'm saying? Straight out of Payless.
Straight out of Payless.
And I was like, man, this the best, this the closest I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? It's my best chance. I told my mom, I said, Mom, take me to Payless. I got to get those shoes. I went and got both pairs. Like I said, they had them looking like the playoffs and the Taxis. So I went ahead and got them, you know what I'm saying? Went back to school. I'm thinking, I'm about to just breeze under the radar, had a couple compliments throughout the day. I'm like, I'm cool. Get to the end of the day, my man's RJ. Shout outs to Ryan, man. He pulled up my my pants leg, look at the shoes, said, Rico got on some fake Jordans. I was like, no. He clowned me, they did me dirty, man. Clowned me for the rest of the day. But I knew at that moment, I was like, man, when I get a chance to get my own sneakers, you know what I mean? I'm definitely going to, do what I got to do. So, yeah, that's how I started, man.
What was the first pair of Jordans you ever bought?
The first pair my mom's ever got me was actually the Flu Games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The first pair of real Jordans was the Flu Games, man. So, I always hold them close, man. That was my first real pair. You know what I mean? So.
How old are you, Rico?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 30.
So when I first started seeing you back during the sneaker summer, we were what, 2010? We were in high school, sophomores, juniors.
High school for us.
Where were you at in that time? 2010, 2011. Take me back there and kind of walk me up to where we are now, downtown Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Overlooking our city right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's start at point A.
During that time, man, I was about to graduate. You know what I'm saying? And
what high school did you go to in Winston?
I went to two. Man, I'm a transferring cat, man.
Okay.
I went to Reynolds, and then I ended it off at Mount Tabor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Mount Tabor, is that a private school?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, shout outs to Reynolds and Mount Tabor, man. All my people's back in the tray.
Okay.
And you know, during that time, man, I used to be heavy on what was the name of the forum, man? Was it Soul Collector?
Soul Collector
yeah,
was big.
Soul
Collector.
When they had the forum popping. I used to be on there. I used to be on didn't Hype Beast have a forum? I used to sell on there.
Definitely had a forum. For sure.
I wasn't too much into Nike Talk, you know what I'm saying? But I used to breeze on there to see what they had. But I know a lot of people was rocking with Nike Talk.
Right.
And I used to rock with this joint called, it was like, was it the shoe game? It was, I can't.
The shoe game was definitely
No,
out.
not the blog. My bad.
Okay.
Not the blog shoe game.
Okay.
It was like this, I can't remember the name. I hate that I forgot it. It was like Sneaker Play. That's what it was called. It was called this forum called Sneaker Play.
Okay.
And used to get on there. It was like social media for sneakers at the time. It was ahead of their time.
Okay.
But I used to be on those forums, man, just selling shoes and heavily selling shoes on eBay, you know what I mean, out of the dorm room, you know what I'm saying? So I was, you know, just learning a whole lot about sneakers during that time. Because I always rock with sneakers, but I really ain't know, like, how deep it was going, like a secret society of it, you know what I'm saying, during that time, you know what I mean? So the forums really, like, introduced me into, like, this, like, really cats that was really into it, you know what I mean? Me, I was just whatever that was fresh, trying to get the freshest Air Force Ones, whatever, you know what I mean? I was just into kicks, but when I got into the forums, that's when I dived heavily into it, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And a lot of these brand owners you see out here, like I know even like Nicky Diamonds, he said he used to be on the forums heavy, and like Megan from Black Scale, all Philip from Madberry Club, all of these people who are at the forefront now, yourself, y'all were on the forums in those days. So what were those days like? Because the sneaker game is totally different.
Yeah,
Completely.
It's completely different, man. During those times, I ain't even gonna front, bro. Like, I used to come in from class, bro, head straight to the forums, you know what I'm saying? See what was going on, see what Cash was talking about. Cash used to have, like, sneaker battles on there, like, putting your shoe, going head to head, whoever had the most heat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy during those times, man. It was a true love, and I felt like, you know, a lot of those cats, I still see them rocking with sneakers to this day, but I feel like, you know, that was during that time where it was like truly special. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was growing, and I didn't foresee this myself. You know what I'm saying? How crazy it was gonna get. But that was a special time, bro. Like them forums used to pop.
It's so wild because you say the forums used to pop, and then when you told the original story about how you was like, yo, they tried to blast you, like, yo, you got fake J's, whatever, bruh. I feel like if you're a true, real sneakerhead or really a man of culture, you know what I'm saying, a man of sneakers, you've had a fake pair of sneakers. Like, bro, I remember in high school, like 9th grade, we used to get, you know what I'm saying, kicks from like Nike Spaces. Like, niggas never, you know what I'm saying,
we didn't know much about shit.
Bro, we didn't know much about shit.
We just knew. Y'all knew about Nice Kicks, right? Where they used to sell the fake kicks.
Nice Kicks used to sell the fakes. Like, let's keep it all the way 1,000, my nigga. Ain't no way you getting playoff 12s or $50. Get the hell out of here, boy. Come on, my guy. Yeah. That's cap, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, what? And that's why I always tell people, man, if you are real of this sneaker community, you definitely had a fake pair of sneakers.
For sure.
All the real OGs I know out here be like, yo, you gotta have guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but
for sure.
And I say that just because I was looking at that. Hefe, you mind passing me that real quick, my boy? Thank you, sir. Wow, this is my favorite. One of my literally when it comes to Yeezy, this is my favorite sneaker of all time.
Yep.
I think it's one of my favorite sneakers of all time. Not even involved.
Not even y'all. The tan. Word to sit, yo. Word to him. The tan net joints. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say it like Sneak Geeks.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I was in high school and I was watching his tutorials and things like that, I'd be like, yo, Sneak Geek's an old head. He don't know. But it's like, yo, sneakers like this.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you would see this on a fake pair. You know, you would see this on a fake site, but it's like, really, this is Nike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is construction. This is, Ultra Boost. Like, whatever we see now with Adidas, it's like, this was constructed with Nike.
Yeah.
I would really love to see Ye go back to Nike eventually.
Hefe, I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
this thing
saying?
with Adidas right now, but I would love to see Ye go back to Nike.
I feel like Nike could provide that infrastructure and more. You know?
Yeah.
It's almost like, where have we seen this? This glows in the dark. While we're taking a nap, while we're asleep, this is glowing. You know?
Beautiful
Beautiful sneaker, man.
Wow.
Yeah. How often you get those some burn?
Shit, anytime I can, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just be throwing them on whenever. I wore All-Star, man. Just
Okay.
I wore All-Star. I think I in a nah, I ain't wear them there. I had wore the Laylee Mays, but I whenever I can wear them, bro. Like, I just be throwing them on, man. I love throwing them on. Them like during that era, man, like I feel like Ye couldn't do no wrong, man. The hype behind those shoes. The hype behind when he was with Nike, man.
Shout out to Don C.
Crazy, man. Crazy time, bro.
Crazy.
Judging like from where the sneaker game used to be, it was on a if you know basis.
Yep.
Judging to where it's at now, how do you feel about where the sneaker game is at now?
Man, a lot of cats are indifferent with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, it's a beautiful thing. Especially, it's birthing a lot of entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Young black entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And without sneakers getting to where it is, a lot of us could be doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling like, man, it's giving us a chance to, do something we love. A culture we love, and get into that and get something from it. You know what I mean? So I love what the sneaker game is. A lot of people don't like, a lot of different things as far as the prices cats throwing out there and all kinds of things. I feel like, man, it's getting to a level place with like StockX and things like that. I feel like the price is getting back to where they need to be because it got out of control at one period of time.
So you feel like StockX is good for the game?
I feel like StockX is good for us as far as like cats not selling shoes. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
I feel
that. It's so crazy because StockX, it's like at first you be like, okay, wow, they charging a stack for some off-whites.
Yeah.
They charging 12, 13, 1400. But when you realize it's like, you be like, what the infrared's hitting on for StockX? Like what the what the Concourse hitting on for StockX? Oh, they kind of only $50 over regular price. You get them 2 weeks early. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
They're kind of trying to be on our side, as opposed to somebody at a sneaker summit like, I got 500 for these, and it's just like, damn, my G. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to wear these. I don't want to sell them to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
it took me realizing like I listened to a podcast with the owner from StockX, and he kind of talked about the algorithm of how they price sneakers. It made me understand the whole process a whole lot more. I think that was just my thing before, like, who's behind the computer punching these prices in? Is this just random prices? Is this just one man saying like, yo, I'm going to make this sneaker worth $1,000? They really put research into it and everything. So.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
And it's way better prices than, Flight Club, man. Flight Club be going crazy. Stadium Goods be going crazy on the prices, man. I love those brands as far as like brand wise and, the aesthetic of those brands, but the prices be out of control a lot of the times, man.
It's crazy because sneaker shopping, I love it, and I kind of like be having an opinion at times. But shout out to Joe LaPuma. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Jay Clean, man. Jay Clean was instrumental in that Complex era. You know what I'm saying? He interned for Complex back then.
Word.
Shout out to Joe LaPuma. It's funny because I kind of wanna sneaker shopping, in my opinion. It allows people to maneuver in that sneaker industry.
Yeah.
But it kind of like, it allows the opinion. And I feel like that's important in sneaker community. A lot of communities, like, you want facts over opinions.
Yeah.
But in sneaker community, it's kind of like you need the opinion.
Word.
The opinion is kind of what sets the trend.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, man. And for Soul Individual, when did you officially start that company?
Man, I started Soul Individual. It was, I want to say, because officially when things worked out, man, it was 2012 February, man. But I started in October. I made the first blog. October 2011. But prior to that, I was plotting like day and night, just trying to like come up with a name, trying to figure out where cats was getting kicks from as far as like getting them in bulk. Cause my whole plan at first was to sell shoes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you wanted to start a store?
Yeah, I wanted to start a store, you know what I'm saying? Coming off, like I told y'all before, as far as like the eBay and everything, I was like, man, I was working at Wells Fargo at the time, and I was like, man, like, I need to start a business, like, but I need to figure out how cats are getting these kicks in bulk. Like, like, cats was getting plugs out of everywhere, man. I remember this one cat. His name was Lando Kicks, I think. And I think he might still be doing this thing, but he was getting a lot of kicks, and a lot of people was getting a lot of kicks in bulk, man. And I couldn't find a plug to save my life, bro. But that was the way I wanted to start the brand, you know what I'm saying? And I started brainstorming what I was gonna do. So I was like, I didn't have the money to sell shoes in bulk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get the shoes in bulk to sell. So I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, just posting content on Twitter and Facebook at the time.
Okay.
And, I'm going to sell T-shirts that with the designs to match the shoes, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, yo, I'm going to get my money up this way, you know what I'm saying? Then
it's so crazy because I do merchandising for the Hornets, for the Jordan store at the arena. So like when like sneakers, a lot of the time I'll see merch come in from Jordan brand, and like twice quarterly we have Jen. Shout out to Jen from Nike. She comes
Jordan
in.
brand don't always know how to get it with that merch.
They don't.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because they have so many talented individuals in place to come and execute. And then you'll talk to them and you'll be like, yo, why can't we do this? And it'll be like, they want it this way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I'll be like, yo, I know 3 people that will literally design merch better for this Jordan or this Nike, specifically that Jordan.
Yeah.
Because word to what you're saying, it's like Soul Individual back in 2011, that was that era. You catering to like, we got a screen print design. It's coming out. It's better than what they got coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And wow. That's just wow. So
go ahead.
What? So that era, what did that do for you as far as like with sneaker summits and forums and you just collecting, like you wanted to start a store.
Yep.
But coming with what was coming online and you like, okay, I want to solidify this brand. How did you angle that with clothing and et cetera? Blogs, sneaker summits. How did you angle the whole brand at that time?
So, how everything played out during that time and how things like you asked like how I got it like really rolling.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. So the way things played out during that time, man, so 2011, bro, like it was like the most frustrating time. So during that time, like Instagram just came out, you know what I mean? Okay. It had to be out for like maybe a year. I think it came out like 2010 maybe or something like that. But 2011. Yeah. So I hopped on there. A little bit after I first started. So when I got on there, it was easy to get on like the Explore page at the time. They called it like the popular page at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I was posting a lot of like sneaker pictures, a lot of sneaker news going on, and that's how I really like started getting my following up. And during that time, you know what I'm saying, you could follow and follow back.
Right.
And people was actually following back.
Anybody,
so
right.
It was like stuff was just clicking. They didn't have all the algorithms slowing you down. Like stuff was just clicking. So I kept growing with the sneaker content. So during that time, I still was broke, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? And this is when I started, my mascot still to this day is the Angel. So people see the Angels, that's where it came from, you know what I mean? It's my mascot. So I put him in a pair of Jordan 11s to put him in the cool grays. And that was my first
That was big
T-shirt.
in that era.
That was my first T-shirt. So put them in the cool grades, and you know, I had made a template. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had a bread, so I had made a template of the t-shirts. I ain't had no t-shirts and nothing available. Made the template. You know what I'm saying? Threw it online.
Okay.
Now, during this time, you know, prior to that, you know, I seen a couple, you know, friends start brands or whatnot, and people would support them. I ain't really have none. I was just throwing stuff out there, so people ain't really had nothing tangible to get from me. And people, I feel like people wasn't really taking me serious as far as like people that knew me. But when I threw it online, like on Instagram, people just started buying the junk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no t-shirts, so I started taking pre-orders or whatnot. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I took all these pre-orders. Then I got this guy, you know, to print the shirts for me or whatnot, man. Paid him. Now, mind you, I'm broke, bro. During this time, I'm broke. So
out the mud.
So I'm out the mud with it. Paid him. Then, you know, got the tees back. Now, during this time, the first angel that I had, I kind of like designed it after like Marty McFly. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
I see the Star Wars statue over there. So I'm like, I'm on some shit like, okay, he's all the way.
Yeah, I be all into the characters and stuff, man.
Okay.
So I designed them after Marty McFly. So when I got the angel back, man, the angel was like, it was like green, bro. Like the skin tone was green. So I done paid them all this money to get these shirts out, man, and it was like green. So that started you know, you excited to start you know what I'm saying, start a company, start a brand, and that was the first effed up moment, you know what I'm saying? So me and this dude get into it about it. He give me half the money back. So I'm like, all right, damn. So I got to pay somebody else. So at the time, it was this cat that was killing it as far as his brand, or what I perceived as killing it, what everybody perceived, because he had rappers in it. He was doing his thing, had the dope clothes and everything. So, you know what I'm saying, he was like, yo, I'll print it for you. You know what I'm saying? This during the time when you looking up the cats. You know what I'm saying? You see a cat doing their thing, you looking up to him, you like, man, like, bro, like, if you just, you know, help me out, or, you know, tell me some game or whatever. So, you know, I was green thinking everything was 100. Then I threw him the bread. You know what I'm saying? What I had left, like, yo, I just need this, that, and the third done. You know what I'm saying? These people waiting, they hitting me up. Man, dude done took the bread. You know what I'm saying? Ain't getting nothing. Ran off, bro. So now I'm just like, man, like, I ain't got no money. These people waiting on their orders. I ain't got nothing to give. So I throw up the pre-order again. Boom. I had to make some shake. You know what I'm saying? So during this time, it was the Chicago 10s had dropped.
Wow.
So I had put
was it the 45 Jones, or it was just the regular Chicago 10s?
No, these are the regular.
These
are the regular.
Okay.
So I threw the angel in the 10s.
Okay.
So threw the pre-order back up, man. Like, yo, I gotta make something shake. So how I was finessing it was, you know, I was getting mad orders on the jump. So I take an order, refund somebody. Take another order, put it back so I could put, you know what I'm saying, put the money up to get these tees done. So I ended up getting everybody refunded, like, finessing, man. I ain't make no money, but that's how I got to start. So that's when I tell people, like, it officially started on, you know, February 23rd, you know what I'm saying, 2012.
Because you had to finesse your way to that.
And a lot of people don't see that back end. Like, you know, people don't know the hardships of actually being an entrepreneur. I think we mostly just put out the good, the wins. We put out the good, but people don't know what we go through as entrepreneurs.
Straight
You're
up.
literally correct, Jeffrey. Like, wow.
Yeah, and not to mention...
I'm amazed that you're so transparent about it, because it literally fuels the story.
Oh, bro, it got worse, you know what I'm saying? Like, it during that time, and I try to tell people this because it's like, bro, like, I really went through it, like, during that time, like, I hated my job, you know what I'm saying? So I was BSing. Like, I love people I work with, hated the job, you know what I'm saying? So I was just wilding at work. But when I was getting mind you, with all this stuff happening, one day my car didn't start, you know what I'm saying? I stayed, like, probably, like, around the corner from, like, not, like just around the corner, but around the corner where it's a little walk, but I can get there. You know what I'm saying? My car didn't start. I walked to work that morning. You know what I'm saying? That morning I got fired. You know what I'm saying? Got fired from my job. Started another temp job. You know what I'm saying? Got fired from there. And, you know, and during this whole time, man, and that's what really, like, when I was like, yo, I'm going to make this happen, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't, like, the jobs ain't working for me. I'm going to make this thing shake, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it get crazy. Cats don't even know, you know what I'm saying, what be happening to us, you know what I mean? You know, cats don't show that side.
So what's your thought process when you lose your job and you like, yo, I'm about to go all in? It had to be some form of fear and faith involved in that situation. So talk about where your mindset was at right then and there.
All right. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people all the time about having supreme faith. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by having supreme faith is, like, just knowing it's going to work out. You feel me? Like, really, really putting your faith into God to the point where, you know, it's natural to have fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, maybe. But I put my faith into God to the point where I was like, yo, I'm totally going to trust you with this journey and what happens with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I remember having a talk with God like, Lord, I don't know when I'll get to the point of, you know, financially being free the way I want to be. But I was like, you know, if you keep my head afloat, you know what I'm saying, I'll keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can take care of myself, you know what I mean, pay my bills or whatnot, I keep grinding. I'm not worried when it's going, you know, blow. We all want to blow up, but it's like, I'm not worried about it. As long as you keep my head afloat, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to keep working, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, since then, you know, he fulfilled that. Like, it's been times where it should have been over, bro. Like, you know, I got so many stories to tell y'all. I just to put it in a nutshell, it should have been over. But I feel like God just said, all right, Rick, I'm going to give you another chance. You messed up again. I'm going to give you another chance. So it's just about having that supreme faith, you feel me? So, yeah.
So at this time, what are some of these, like, what are you going through? Like, what are some of these stories where you say it almost could have ended? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, yo, it was just times with just doing, like, man, I just call it nigga shit, bro. Like,
keep it 100.
You know, just to keep it 100, bro. Just getting the bread, you know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes you're supposed to put it in this, and then, you know, you put it in that, and you F it up. I remember one time, man, I had just started getting straight, and I started stacking. I had a formula, started stacking.
Okay.
But I was still taking pre-orders during this time, and I hated wait. You feel me? Like, because I'm a patient person, but, you know what I mean, it got to the time with some of these screen printers, you know, they be playing games. Yeah, y'all already know.
Printers,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Printers about made me want to quit the game.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So they be playing games. So I was just like, man, I said, look, I already had a formula working. And I was like, man, I can't wait no more, man. I'm going to go get a screen printer. F it. Man, I done went. I got a garage over there. It's over there by UNC Charlotte, man. I can't think of the street it was on, but it was off. Like, it was in a cut, like, by a lot of, like, auto garages. I had got a spot over there. So mind you, I'm already paying my rent, so I went and got a spot over there, and then I had bought all this screen printing equipment. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, when I'm looking at people doing it, I'm thinking, oh, I can do this. I can learn this real quick. You know what I'm saying? When I got when I got the equipment, I ain't know how to burn those screens. I ain't know, like, the actual press was like an older press. So it wasn't even. So
you
like
was scrounging equipment.
Yo, just scrounging equipment, trash equipment. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so it took me like
legit.
All I could do was the equipment was so bad where I didn't know how to you know how cats would get the frames and make sure everything is in line, you know what I'm saying? I had the little points or whatnot. I had somebody burning it. I was paying the cat to burn the screens for me. So I got that portion, you feel me?
Right.
So when I'm trying to line these screens up, man, the equipment's so trash, it was always moving and shaking or whatever, you know what I mean? So I couldn't get everything in line. So the best I could do was like one color prints, you know what I mean? But this is already like 6 months in. So I done spent all the money I spent getting equipment and spending, you know, the bills don't stop.
Right.
So I'm spending all the money, and I'm like, man, I'm in a effed up position, man. So, hey, man, I had to run off on the plug, man, by the end of the thing. So what I did was I threw all the equipment on eBay. threw it all on eBay, bro. Sold that joint. Got up out the spot, bro. They was calling me like, Rico, what's up with the rent? What's up with the rent? I had to run off, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I had to run off, man. Like, so they was hitting me, yo. And the cat,
on the plug twice.
Yeah, ran up on the plug, man. But the cat,
he wasn't calling back.
Yeah, wasn't calling it. Yo, what's up with the rent money? Like, I had to get up out of there. I couldn't pay it, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of those situations, you know what I mean, that happened, you know, where I was doing things and being impatient with money, and I just kept effing it off. Another time was my child's mother, you know, her mom had gave me a loan, you know what I'm saying? And when I had got the loan, during this time was when, you know, I was learning more about streetwear and clothes and things like that. And I was looking more so at a lot of brands, and I was getting away from where I started.
What time is this? Like, what year era is this?
This was, this had to be 2013.
Okay.
This when all the brands was still heavily regarded as far as the 100, as far as 10D, as far as like just those staple names.
Mishka, shout out to Moose Limited, shout out to Karmaloop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what 2010, 2011?
Into 2013,
Into
2014.
Okay.
Black Scale.
Yeah, that's when it started to switch more internet and more like event based.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Soul Individual, I feel like you like, for example, when did you transforming from, okay, we doing this out the mud, we got the t-shirts, I'm already selling kicks. Selling kicks is the easy part. You know what I'm saying?
I want him to continue this story about getting a loan from his baby mama's mom.
Touche. I apologize. You right. Jeff, let's go ahead. Let's continue. My mind's going.
It's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about. Go ahead, brother.
So you get this loan.
Okay.
And at the time, I'm not realizing, like, bro, you not Supreme, bro. You can't just throw on no S&DVL on a garment, on a hat, or on a t-shirt and think it's gonna sell. Like, you gotta continue to do what you do, put like crazy designs. But at the time, my mind was jaded because I'm seeing these brands win. Mm-hmm. And granted, I should have stayed on my road, but I started thinking like, man, you know, cats not feeling sneaker tees. They ain't cool enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Bobby Fresh went out, and you had it was another brand that was killing it with the sneaker tees, but cats weren't really.
Frenelations. He was going.
Oh,
crazy.
Frenelations. He wasn't doing merch though.
Bro, he wasn't doing merch, but he was doing events. Mm-hmm. He was doing events. He was doing YouTube tutorials. He's doing appearances. Like, a lot. Shout out to California, bro. Frenelations, bro.
A lot of those guys was rocking those brands. Now, shout out to Frenelation. He's still doing his thing, man.
Still doing his thing.
So what year is this when you realize, like, yo, sneaker tees ain't it? Because I do remember that era, but I just want to hear it on wax. Like, what year was that?
This had to be, when I got the loan, it was like 2013, 2014. Mm-hmm. When, this went, Supreme was already doing his thing, but when Supreme, it was already doing this thing on a if you know basis, you know what I'm saying, the cats that was really in, but I can't say I was really into streetwear until I started learning about it, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But when I started learning about it, you know what I mean, a lot of those guys wasn't really, if you say you had like a sneaker fashion brand, they weren't really rocking with your tees or whatnot, man. So I just felt like I had to do those things, and at this time I went away from the pre-orders, which was saving me from wasting money. Right. So when I started ordering in bulk. So I took that loan and I ordered inventory, you know what I'm saying, of all of that stuff, bro. And the crazy part is I still have those hats in the back right now. You know what I'm saying? Never sold. So I got a loan and I'm already broke. Got a loan.
I'm gonna need a Soul Individual hat before we leave.
Got you.
I'm gonna style a shoe and get that together because that's important. That's a part of the story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like, yo, we downtown Charlotte and you like, yo, I got a whole batch of hats never sold.
Why would you say that these hats flopped?
I would say it was a simple hat. You know what I'm saying? It was a simple hat, and when y'all see it, y'all would rock with it on the base like it's just a simple hat. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing like if Supreme dropped the hat with the same colorway, it
sold out.
You know, sold out. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't just do something basic as that and expect for it to be gone. But I won't even say arrogant. I was just naive. You know what I'm saying? To think that you could just do the same things that these brands who's been putting in years of branding and building their cult following. You can't just come in and do that same thing. But that really effed me up, man. Like just getting inventory, bro. So that was another learning lesson. Like stay away from inventory. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't ready for it. You know what I mean? It's
so crazy. As the Clean Slate, we've gone through a lot of ups and downs as far as printers, as far as us getting our workload is heavy.
Yeah.
And lately I feel like a lot of people have been, a lot of homies and a lot of, friends that are roles in this industry that we've, discussed with, and they'll be like, yo, man, I don't want you to, spread yourself thin, or I don't want you to, whatever. It's like, bro, we doing everything, bro. It doesn't matter. So as Soul Individual, where did it go from just sneakers to, oh, we got Soul Individual decks, we got varsity jackets, we got tees, I'm downtown, like, I quit my job, like, let me know how we got there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was still telling his story about the come up.
I'm so inspired. Excuse my interjection, boss man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hefe, bro.
I just wanted to say, bro, before we chime back into your story, I wanted to do this podcast because when I met you and I started following your personal Instagram, I was like, yo, my guy, he knows something. We need to find out what he knows, because I feel like, and with the Clean Slate right now, we're just trying to figure out how to jump above that hump. And I feel like we go through a bunch of problems that keep us from jumping through that hump, but more so, I feel like this is the most informational episode. This is the episode that I came into wanting to know something. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I appreciate you being super transparent, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Like, I always tell people, like, from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things I wish I would have known. A lot of things people could learn as far as, like, keeping themselves out of the hole. And that's what I'm all about now. Like, it's just trying to keep myself out of the hole. Now, as far as
that bottom line,
just staying out the hole, because the closer would do. I mean, y'all know y'all drop clothes. You know what I'm saying? It would do it. You'll have a banger. You know what I'm saying? That go, and then you'll have something that's a bang. It's still a banger. It's not the fact that it's not a banger. It's the fact that people sometimes they might rather cop this instead of that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. And I feel like a lot of people get it twisted with their brands. They feel like, oh damn, like maybe my shit ain't dope. Nah, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you may think because you're on a certain level, you're not going against Supreme and Bait.
But you are.
You are. You know what I'm saying? You're going against everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even from your homies, because they gonna pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Man, should I get a polo tee?
Supreme and DMX, they dropping a Rough Riders collection. Do I want that, or do I want the biker vest from my homie that just dropped same time? It's like, it's tough.
It's tough. You know what I'm saying?
How important was that support from like the people that your hometown? How important was that into starting Soul Individual? Man. Well, not even into starting, but into that come up period. How integral was that core support?
I feel like I had a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? When it came to like support from home or whoever that knew me. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, with me, I was kind of bitter, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like just in my mind, and I feel like for every entrepreneur, we just feel like everybody just supposed to rally behind us. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we start something, you know what I'm saying?
They got it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, rally behind us. But I don't feel like I got that. But I did find that online. You know what I'm saying? From people that didn't know me. I felt like people that didn't know me, you know, they had no kind of bias or they didn't feel no type of way. It was just like, yo, I genuinely like what this dude is doing. I'm going to rock with him. Because it's probably somebody else that was doing their thing that they knew, but they rather rock with me than rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just an ongoing cycle
right.
of that. But I felt like I always wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted support from people that actually know me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anytime, you know, I see anybody supporting any kind of form of fashion that I done met, you know what I'm saying, I'm truly grateful, you know what I mean? Like, even with y'all boys pulling up on me, you know what I'm saying, for the podcast, truly grateful, because I feel like this is very important to, like, show that support for each other. You feel me? Like,
I feel like that night when we were at the Hans Nobody party, it was on some, like, yo, I feel like we both, like, TCS as far as Rico, I feel like Soul Individual didn't know how much we fucked with them and how much we looked up to what the blueprint that you
like,
laid out.
We looked up to you. This is like Twitter days.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking we're in high school, getting up every morning at 6 a.m. to go to school. And you like, yo, we got the sneaker summit this weekend. I know y'all fucking with it. I'll see y'all out there.
That's a big part
MySpace,
of
Twitter,
Yeah.
Tumblr,
we just want to pay homage to the people that we recognize as the OGs of this shit.
Word.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, literally. So, when did you transform from, like, okay, I'm just making clothing to I'm making decks. I got a whole media platform. I got people on my team. Like, what was that cross the track? What was that time for you?
all right, so to get into that, you know, it gets crazy, bro. It gets crazy, and this where, you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, and this is probably what the answer that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, what I noticed with clothes, bro, like, I've been doing this full time since I got fired. You feel me?
Wow.
Been
So
doing
what year was that?
So when I got fired was 2012.
Okay, 2012.
And
So
I
right now it's 2019.
2019,
Whole
Yeah.
Lucky number
Just get-
7.
Just getting
Hefe.
by, just getting by, bro. And the most I had was I had a part-time job at the airport because I needed to fly. I needed to network. Wow. And it got crazy because I got the job to fly, but I messed my money up to the point where I was depending on the part-time checks, and them checks weren't hitting. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting by on the clothes. So a lot of people may have thought like, yo, I really did my thing with the clothes, but it wasn't like that. It was like I was just getting by, paying bills, staying afloat, you know what I mean? Going back to what I told y'all with the supreme faith,
Right.
you know what I mean? With God say he had me, I was getting by. So what happened was my man's Ivan hit me. My man's Ivan, he has a company called Sneaker Shouts. I'm not sure if y'all seen it. He got a company named Sneaker Shouts. And prior to that, his name was a lot of people may know him on Twitter. His name was it was Ian Toombs or Ivan Toombs, but he used to be promoting Carmelo heavy, killing it. Like he was like one of the top, like when
So
they had
this
the
was
referral
pre
program.
when Dame Dash invested.
Pre Dame
Okay,
Dash,
pre
Dame
Dame
Dash.
Dash. Okay,
This,
okay.
They was this when they was
Okay.
killing it. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing a referral program. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Early on, you know what I mean, eating off of that. And I had met him. I met him like during the tail end of that. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. Like he'd promote Soul Individual tees every now and then, and you know what I mean. I get good sales from it. So when he hit me. This had to be like 2014. He hit me. He was like, "Yo, Reek." He was like, "Man, you got a platform. I know you're doing the clothes, but you got a platform with sneakerheads." He was like, "Bro," he was like, "Rock with this stuff called affiliate marketing." You know what I'm saying? Where you could promote Nike, you could promote Adidas, you could promote all of these retailers, Finish Line, Foot Locker, whoever, and you can get a commission from it.
Oh, wow.
So he told me about it, and I was like, all right, man, I'll check it out. You know what I'm saying?
So affiliate was a platform that allowed you to promote not only the brands,
Yep.
but yourself and themselves included in all one circular.
Yeah. So you promoting everybody products. You know what I'm saying? Shoes, clothes, whatever you want to promote. You know what I'm saying? So when he told me about it, I was like, you know, I'm gonna do it. I signed up and everything, and I didn't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was time went by. This had to be like 8 months later, bro.
Okay.
He hit me up again. This one I was just in the port, and I kid you not, that morning I was in there and I shed a few tears. Cause I was like, Reek, man.
Be like that sometimes.
You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up, real nigga.
Like, yo,
you know what I'm saying?
bro, you had so many chances to get straight and you keep effing up. Like, I was like, bro, it don't supposed to be like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when, you know, you seeing your followers go up and you like, man, I don't know how to make nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I keep effing up. You know what I mean? So I was just like, man, I don't know, bro. This might be over. You know what I'm saying? He hit my phone that morning. He was like, he sent me 2 screenshots. He was like, Reek, this is my checks from affiliate marketing. One was $18,000 and one was $19,000. Wow. Man, I left out of that break room so fast. I called. I say,
my boy said he called this skipping with it,
boy. In the morning, it had to be like 7, 8 in the morning.
Straight up, you walked out.
I walked out. I said,
I'm
man,
done.
Tell me about
And they
affiliate
did.
again. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Tell me how to
And
do
they
this thing
did.
again. He ran it by me again. From that day forward, I was just promoting products, throwing them on Twitter, just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I was bringing my laptop to work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Money, man. Like, he know.
Shout out Money. Money told me yes. I called Money just to get a little back end on your story. He told me the back end on your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
That during that time, we was at the port. You know what I'm saying?
Charlotte connection.
Yeah.
Man. Shout
like
out to Quality Trapwear, man.
Man, trap.
For all those wondering, man, that's what I got on right now.
Money
That's
told me he was like, bro, you used to work at damn
Money.
Port.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it was funny. Money was with us that night at the eBay Hans Nobody party. And he was just like, yo, this is my man. I'm like, yo, bro, I looked up to this man since we was in high school.
Yeah.
What you mean? We got a lot to sew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we was in there chopping it up all the time. He know, like, I used to, when that time hit, like, everybody used to be like, Reek, why you got your laptop at work all the time? Why you know what I'm saying? Like,
they told me, I swear to God, on me, when Dom Kennedy and J305 dropped the late night video, I was at the job, at the Hornets. I don't know, I forget who we was playing that night, but it was so instrumental because it was the game that was getting us into the playoffs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We in the playoffs, by the way, but that game, I had my laptop in the back, my phone on me, charged. I'm hitting clean, hitting Hefe. We on 3-way FaceTime. Apple, y'all need to get that fixed. Businesses, we appreciate that. Apple, y'all need to get that fixed. The 3-way, 4-way, 5-way FaceTime, get it fixed. But what you were saying,
you got your laptop out at the airport at the
wow.
Yo, on the affiliate marketing, man, going crazy. So where it started clicking was I had put I was telling everybody about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Telling everybody, telling all the homies.
Okay.
My boy Rod, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Reek, I hear you, bro. He's like, I'm gonna do the joint too. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rod. So every morning, me and my boy Rod just going hard. Every morning to night, just going hard on this thing, just putting links together, promoting, trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Like 2015, man, it started clicking. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Rod, like he's very into like logistics and numbers and looking at different things I'm not looking at. I'm just looking at how to grow, like following wise and like
culture.
You know what I'm saying? Culture. You know what I'm saying? My boy, like he looking at the numbers or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So you know, he told me some things like, yo, Reek, we need to be focusing on this. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, things started clicking, man. And we started making a little bit more money. And I remember I had got it to like, I think it was the check where I told him, I said, bro, I done got it up to 6,000 this month. You know what I'm saying? So he was like,
6 bands on the revenue side?
6 bands. I was so I was like, yo.
You got to call the homies on 6 bands. Let's keep it real.
6 bands, I was like, all right. Okay. Especially when, you know, we try to do this thing, we just getting a little bit, little here and there.
But you trying to do this full time.
So when we got it there, my boy was like, bro, he was like, don't go back to the airport, dog. We gotta lock in all the way. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I quit that day. I ain't go back no more. They calling me. I ain't go back no more. So the next month, I had got it to 8,000. You know what I'm saying? Then I got it to another 8. You feel me? So I just kept growing. You know what I'm saying? As far as the affiliate marketing was going. You know what I'm saying? And we was just hitting them over the head. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that. And then, you know what I'm saying? They switched up some things.
Okay.
So it goes from us making money, you know what I'm saying? Still ain't learned my fucking lesson. Because I'm telling you, dog, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Still ain't learned my lesson, bro, about saving money and not doing nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I fucked my bread up again.
What
you know
you
what I'm
do?
saying?
You
Because they switched up their dashboards.
You
and
bought a
things we
whip
could
or
see.
you bought a crib? Let's keep it together.
I bought I was just spending on stupid shit.
spending money on
Stupid shit.
random
Yeah,
shit.
you
I
spending
was just spending
money.
on stupid shit at the time. And at the end,
Thought you
I
was a
bought my
rapper.
car.
Okay.
I did buy my car.
Okay.
Yeah, I did buy my car. Just doing stupid shit. And my fucking charger was about to be paid off.
You know, we black, man. We ain't never had shit.
Hey,
So when we get some bread, we go.
Hey, when we say FA out the mud, ENT. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
But
So you there? You get your money, but you spending it.
fucked it up again.
Okay.
So this is like, at this time, it's what, 2016?
Okay.
I'm dwindling down from 2016 to 2017. I'm dwindling down because we trying to figure things back out because we had a formula. They switched some things up. The formula ain't work no more. You know what I'm saying? So we back down. So 2017, I get my girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
2017.
2017.
Now that's something that's gonna do something for your life when you get that call. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then that's
No,
your girl.
2016. Like, the people gonna be
2016.
mad at me because of 2016.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah,
Keep
20
it real. 2016.
Now when you get
2016.
that call,
You know what I'm saying?
like, yo, I'm pregnant. Like, what's going through your mind? Like,
when
what's going on at the time in your life?
What year was this? Where
This
was you at?
2016. I had it twisted. It was 2016.
Okay, 2016. You get the call. Where you at? When she tell, I've been catfished, not catfished, but I've been hit with that. Like, yo, I'm pregnant, but it wasn't mine. You know, so I was blessed.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
time,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
you
yeah,
did. So that's why I said for you, my brother.
Yeah, blessing.
Where were you
Blessing.
at? You know what I'm
When you
saying?
get that call, you know it's something to turn up.
It was, matter of fact, she came home.
Okay.
Wow.
So she came home.
Okay.
And she already been feeling funny, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
Took the test, and she was like,
God had it sold
and I'm
up.
thinking, man, she ain't pregnant, bro. She just,
God
she
had it
catfighting
sold
us.
up.
Yeah. So
God don't play.
it was done deal. You know what I mean? I remember I didn't even say no word. I just said, yo, I gotta go take a walk. It wasn't like no.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I gotta go take a walk. Stuff not to get crazy.
Were you living here at the time?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gonna get into that. 'Cause
Okay.
I remember the month in the year that he moved here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this was we got crib at High Point. You know what I'm saying? So so that's where I was at. You know what I mean? Because moved from here to there. You know what I'm saying? Because she was doing her residency there. Shit.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the schools in Greensboro,
Word.
High Point, Winston, that they have a pivotal part in our come up. You know what I'm saying? From UNCG to A&T to Elon to Bennett to High Point University, from Duke, Chapel Hill. They have an extremely pivotal part in our come up, including you. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
I just wanted to iron that out. Let people know, like, it's very pivotal. But continue, my brother.
Yeah. So, and that's real, bro. Because without Smith starting a blueprint, you know what I'm saying? No telling, you know what I mean? So shout out to Smith for giving me a chance, you know what I mean? So, going back into the story, you know what I mean? What was we when we just found out she was pregnant?
Okay.
And so during that time, I was just thinking like, man, my money fucked up, bro. Like, and a baby coming, you know what I'm
real
saying?
nigga. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I had my money was dwindling at this time. Mm-hmm. So you know, we done took a trip. We went to Paris. You know what I'm saying? Took the pregnancy announcement pictures and all, man. And that was towards the end of a run where I had some bread. I was just like, man, I effed up again. So had my baby 2017, right?
Okay.
Now, on this day, I've been trying to figure out, how I was going to get back to selling clothes. You know what I'm saying? Just getting some merch.
So once you had your daughter on when?
This is 2017, April 10th.
April 10th, 2017. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. So you approaching the summer, you got a collection to get off.
Yeah.
But you at a point in life where it's kind of like, there's so much going on. I'm trying to refocus myself, redefine what's going on for solo individual.
Yep.
So, okay, pick up my project. Okay.
So, during this time, I'm like, all right, when it came to, like, T-shirts or whatnot, I knew that I already was holding on to inventory. Like I told y'all before, it's always holding on to inventory. So, I was like, man, I kept seeing this ad for company Printful. I kept seeing this ad. So, it was like, yo, they had low minimums, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I was just thinking they had low minimums. So I was like, all right, I'm going to rock with them and see, you know what I mean? I ain't got to get 50 shirts. My bad. Okay. I ain't got to get 50 shirts, you know what I'm saying? I can get 12 shirts, flip those, try to get some more, you know what I'm saying? So I went to their website and just so happened, it was like they actually print the shirts and ship it for you, you know what I'm saying, when people order, so you ain't got to hold no inventory.
It's so crazy you say that because my brother Kirk Collins, shout out to Kirk Collins, he's been saying a lot about companies that are trying to help, entrepreneurial endeavors, clothing lines, black-owned businesses with, things like that. Like, what do they call it? Logistic algorithms. Yeah. To distribute your clothing for you, promote it for you. You create all the content, they distribute it for you.
They gonna do the hard part for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what y'all do. Y'all promote and y'all put good campaigns together as far as the videos, as far as the photography and everything. All you got to do is just get people to your site to buy it. Now you just take the profit from it. Okay. So that day it started clicking. You feel me? Like that was the day my daughter was born. You know what I'm saying? So everything worked out on that day.
Tell people specifically what day is this?
This was April 10th. April 10th, 2017. 2017. That's when I started. I was in the hospital room where I was like, all right, this joint working. People buying, everything working out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool. I still didn't have the money to accurately promote it. So we still going through whatever. So now I can get by again. Like not get by to the level of paying bills, but now it can keep me to getting something.
Right.
So then it's just to get a little something, you know what I'm saying? So the sales dwindles, bro. The sales dwindle to the point where it was no sales coming through. The affiliate wasn't working out. Nothing, right? December 2017, I started, taking link share a little bit more serious as far as on affiliate. And I told my boy, I said, yo, I'm trying out a couple things, bro. I said, it's working. I said, we getting somewhere again, you know what I mean? So December, I had got to $5,000, you know what I'm saying? But you don't see your checks to 2 months out on some of these joints. So you might make it December, you won't get it to February, you feel me?
Okay.
So I'm like, cool, you know what I mean? Then I got down, no BS, bro. I got to find it. I hope I screenshot it. I think I screenshotted it. December, this was New Year's.
Okay.
Man, I'm in the crib chilling, midnight, chilling. Looked at my account, say -$8.
What?
No cap. -$8. So I'm like, damn. I just talking to myself. I said, Reed, your life will never be like this again, bro. This is it, bro. No F-ups, no nothing no more, bro. You gonna take this shit to the next level. And me and my boy Ryan, I always tell him, I say, bro, we too smart to be broke. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. We know too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what to do. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be smart with the money and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting things get ahead, doing nigga shit in life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just understand that you smart enough to get to where you need to go and know in your mind you about to change it. Like, this the first time in my mind I said, yo, I'm not gonna depend on the consumer. Y'all gonna give this how we look at it. Y'all gonna give me the bread.
They gonna eat it up.
Y'all gonna give it up. I'm sticking up everybody. Y'all gonna give me that bread.
They gonna eat it all up.
So, you know what I mean? We started going hard on the affiliate. You know what I mean? And like I said, it started clicking, bro. So, we had got to a level where, and are we going into the come up part?
Yes.
When stuff got crazy, all
for
right.
sure.
This when shit got crazy, bro. Got crazy in a year. You know, and that's
It took a year.
When people say your life can change in a year,
That's fact.
It happened.
it's a big fact, bro. So
Wow.
man, it's crazy even thinking about this shit, bro. Like, so that next month, man, I had now mind you, I told y'all the most I ever made off clothes, and it's probably like 2 months out of the time where I was just grinding with like 7,000.
Okay.
That's just off, like, that's 2 good months, you know what I'm saying? Usually it was like in that 1 to 3, maybe 4 or 5 range, but you know you put money in, you know what I'm saying?
You recycling a lot of that new bread.
Yeah, and the most I got off affiliate, like I said, we had those good 3-4 months with 6 to the 8 range. So, bro, me and my boy say, dog, if we can get this shit to 10, that's all we need.
Period.
Man, that motherfucker went to 20.
Wow.
That bitch went from 20 to 40.
Wow.
That bitch. So now, mind you, this is in a month. You know what I'm saying? This is in a month.
This is in 1 month.
This 1 month.
30
so
days.
we surpassed the 10 we was trying to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Like 40 bands.
Went from fucking nothing. Went from 8. Remember I told y'all that the 5 check, that was on top of the shit. So when I showed people, I showed people like that first check. Because I was so hyped. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think people believed me when I posted it, bro. Because people thought I was like, maybe posting my gross or something like that. Because I had 2 different, because I had the 5 check from when I told y'all before.
Right.
But I was on another network where, my fault. I was on another network where they pay you every month. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you made that prior month, they paid you the next month. So I posted both checks. So pretty much I had got 5 from the other spot, then I got 25 from the other joint.
Wow.
So I posted.
So this is a 30-band month.
30-band month. I say, yo.
Yes, sir.
I'm freaking out. Like, bro, I just made 30 bands in a month. Yo, people liking it and shit, but I think people thought I was capping. Like, nah,
tell
he
them
ain't
it's
make
big
no
for
30
real.
bands.
Yes, sir.
Bro, that bitch went from 30 to 40. You know what I'm saying? Wow. 40 to 50. We just consistently making this shit, bro.
Okay.
This when it got retarded, bro.
Wow.
That bitch, and I think I might have posted that one, man. That bitch hit 80 fucking bands in a month, bro. 80 fucking bands, dog.
No cap.
No fucking cap, bro. Y'all thought I learned my lesson? Fuck no, dog. I listen to nigga shit. I listen to nigga shit, bro.
Real talk.
So
80 bands 1 month.
So,
yes, sir.
So what happened, bro? Man, I was just doing a whole bunch of nigga shit, man. Like I
don't blame you because I would have been doing the same
You bought the
I
rollie.
bought the fucking rollie.
Let them know. The Cardi's on deck. It's all good.
Spent 20 bands on a rollie. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, that sold up though. Word to one of my big homies, man. It was this dude, man. When I was in college, one of my frat brothers, one of the frat brothers. You know what I'm saying? He went to Chapel Hill. I forget bro name. I'm terrible with names, but he went to Chapel Hill. He got his master's at UNCG, and he said the one thing with money: invest in jewelry, invest in diamonds, invest in whatever you want. But no, it's gonna be that ticket. Yeah. You know, whether it's the 10 or the 20 or the 30 piece, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna hit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when the company hit 80,000, it's like, wow, you're almost to 100,000. That's $1/10,000,000. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, Hefe. $1/10,000,000. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
So what happened was, I did a whole lot of nigga shit, man. You know what
hey,
I mean?
keep it real.
I don't blame you, brother.
I don't blame.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's all sold up. Don't worry about it.
Goddamn, buying shit, any fucking thing. You know, shit, move down here because I don't even be here like that. Feel me?
This is August 2018, right?
It's August 2018.
Yeah.
Yep, the exact month that I came up in here, bro.
Okay, so August 2018, you looking at the city right here behind you.
I just want our viewers to realize, like, look at what we looking at.
Look at what we looking at.
This is a clear view of the Bank of America building. Clear view of our city.
This is downtown Charlotte.
How the fuck do you feel when you move in here?
Bro.
I tell Clean all the time, like, yo, when I get some shit, I might drop down and cry.
I know I'ma cry. What you mean?
How do you feel when you move in there? First day you sign that lease, you come in here. How do you feel? And this is all off the hustle. This ain't off the airport. This ain't off Wells
Rico.
Fargo.
Yeah. This ain't off nobody else.
How do you feel?
This off you.
Bro, it's like it was a lot of emotions, man, and it's a whole lesson that I want the people to learn from everything I'm about to
Tell the people that lesson, please.
Because you know how you say certain things like, yo, I'm gonna be feeling like this when I get money, or this how I'm gonna be feeling when I get money, bro.
Right.
And I realized, like, you have to get to a point of, like, you have to get to a point and I don't want people, and I'm trying to word this the right way, bro. Having some type of level of being content in your mind, or you will become greedy. You know what I'm saying? And it will fuck your whole shit up.
And it's funny you say that because a lot of people of wealth, they say there's no finish line, right? But what you just said is like, in your mind, you have to get to a finish line, because if you don't, you'll be that guy sitting on 100 mil, but you looking at everybody like they like, yo, I still want more. Bro, it's people that are poor. It's people that have nothing. There's people that idolize and dream of something to be in themselves with no outlet. You know, so it's wow. It's amazing you have that philosophy.
I was just looking at your Instagram post today of when you moved here, and it's crazy. I didn't see this post until today.
Wow.
But I do consistent research on who I'm interviewing. What's going through your mind? In that picture where it's nobody in here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just you and maybe the realtor.
Maybe.
How do you feel? When you know that the craft that you, at some point, and I know me personally, like, you be like, yo, I don't know when this shit is going to hit, but it's going to hit. Shit hits. You ain't here with the realtor. How do you feel, bro?
Man, I know what picture you talking about.
This is your work. This is your
with my back, with nothing in here.
Yeah.
What made that picture even more special, bro, is my dog that always helps me out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My boy. First cat I met, it was him and my boy Q.
Okay.
And I met in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? My boy Boone. Shout out to my boy Boone.
Okay.
Always helping me out. He the one that took that picture, so it was even more special because he's seen it all. You know what I'm saying? He done seen everything happen from times where I'm like, damn, bro, shit fucked up, to like, yo, we on now. You know what I'm saying? So
we on one for
we
sure.
We on one, man. So during that time, bro, what's so crazy is I always told myself, man, I wanted to end up, like, I wanted to have an S&DVL spot where I could just kick back, where it's in a loft, and I could just relax. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Where I have everything the way, like, I haven't decked it out the way I fully want it, but to the extent where I'm like, I'm happy.
You can work.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Be happy.
When
live.
You see that picture, I'm just like, damn, the story starts now. You feel me?
Wow.
Like, it starts now. You know what I mean? Like, damn, wow. I done really did this shit, bro. Like,
when you look at it at the end, what do you say for a person who's looking at Soul Individual, looking at Rico, like, yo, okay, I'm 16 years old. It's 2019. How can I do this? You know what I'm saying? What are you saying to that 16-year-old kid?
What advice do you have to that?
Yeah, coming up to you, like, yo, Rico, I just went and did a research project on you. I turned it in to school.
Yeah.
I made it 98%.
Yeah.
How can I actually do it?
Yeah.
What are you telling to that 16-year-old?
I'm telling him or her.
Right, or her. Most certainly.
Most certainly. You know what I mean? Stay focused, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's going to be a lot of pitfalls. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be BS that happen every day. But if you look at every single entrepreneur that we all respect, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that had their pitfalls where they come up, they hills and valleys, you know what I'm saying? Where they fall up and down, you know what I'm saying? Stay focused, you know what I mean? And one thing I learned from myself is like, sometimes when you're going through the fire, bro, it might just be you alone, you know what I'm saying? Do you really want it? You know what I'm saying? Do you really want it? If you really want it, you're going to go through the fire, you know what I mean? No matter what, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what day it might be. You never know what week, what month, what year when your life will change. You know what I'm saying?
So for you, like having a daughter, what is that as an African American black male?
Having a baby girl, that's gonna do a lot for you.
Wow.
Yeah. When we know we got that 9-month period coming ahead, we know we're gonna go as hard as we can. So when baby girl landed, where is life at right then and there? Tell me.
I'm gonna go back again.
Okay. Let's
take
us back. Take us back.
Faith. Y'all see, I keep saying supreme faith.
Most certainly.
So during that time when my daughter was born, during that time I was messed up, so I ain't had no money. We ain't had no money to send her to daycare or anything. I cared for her every single day. It was me and her. You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? Me and her. So I felt like when my moment came, when things changed, I felt like it was God's way of saying, and I never complained. Like my money was dwindling. The business wasn't doing anything. Like I try to keep my face out there to keep the Instagram active because I'm like, man, I'm gonna figure out how to get, finesse something, get some bread.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Get something, get the ends
posting. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything else, I wasn't making no money. I wasn't doing anything but taking care of her. And I felt like I didn't complain. This was the one time in my life where I didn't complain, like, or blame anybody. I didn't get selfish, like, yo, I need to go because they slowing me up. Nothing. I just took care of her every single day. And I felt like that was God's way of saying, and I truly believe this. I said it to my mom, like, Mom, I just feel like things happen for me because I took care of my family. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly.
You know what I mean? I felt like I didn't waver. You know what I'm saying? I just took care of my family, did what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, without thinking about what was gonna happen with the business, or just being selfish, like, yo, you know what I mean? And that was what it was during that time. Like I just took every moment with my daughter, like just being born, and like we just got a crazy bond. Like that's my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was that moment where instead of just thinking about how bad things was, I just had gratitude for, bringing this person into the world, you know what I'm saying, and cherishing this moment, you know what I mean? And that's where I was with life at that time. You know what I mean? I wasn't even tripping off nothing, off the downside, you know what I mean? It was what it was, you know what I mean? So
it's crazy because like when I talk with my brother Luke about being a father and about having a daughter at this age, and he's just like, man, it really makes a man out of you. And it's so crazy.
It really make you valuable. It really make you like. It really makes your time valuable. That's what I got out of it from him.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I think I asked every guest about how you balance having a child with your career.
Right.
I'm figuring that out now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you being transparent.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out now.
Right now.
I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you just been with your daughter in the past 28, 48 hours, you know what I'm saying? But you're figuring it out now.
Yeah.
In real time.
In real time.
Wow.
Yeah. Just trying to understand, like, Reed, I know you had your daughter, you know what I'm saying, but you got to have your selfish time because honestly, it's like everything you doing is to secure her future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't feel bad about coming out here and doing an interview. You know what I mean? You can't feel bad about coming out here and working and just getting away. You know what I mean? Just focusing in on everything you need to do.
Right.
Because things that may take y'all, and it's how it used to be for me. You might think of an idea. It take you a couple days to get it done.
Literally.
It go from that to now you got a child. It goes from thinking of an idea to a month later, 2 months, 3 months later. You're like, damn, I still ain't did it. But because you got your child to take care of, and it's like it keeps throwing loops, you know what I'm saying? Like you forgetting things, or you just like, damn, I gotta push this back to this, and I just can't move like I used to move. But so I'm trying to figure out how to balance my time now with her and and the business. You know what I mean?
Right. It's so wild. So like when you balance that time for personal and business, like what do you feel like the angle is as far as you going like with a daughter? It's different as a man.
Yeah.
I feel like you're tapping into an influence from your mother or influence from your aunts and these different types of people, especially for I have one sister, you know what I'm saying? But it's people out here who have no sisters. You know what I'm saying? They have a daughter right away. And it's like all they can think about is, oh, I got my mother, but what else? Yeah. They're stuck with that perception of, yo, what am I supposed to do for my daughter? Yeah. How am I supposed to teach her to handle herself? I'm a man. I love women, but how am I supposed to structure my daughter to appreciate and appreciate women? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or men in her sense when she becomes of the age. So how do you take your experiences as a man and translate them into the best father you can be?
I feel like it's simple as, bro, like what we gotta start doing, man, is just look at our shortcomings and do something different. You know what I mean? Sometimes we blame our shortcomings, like if it's like our father, like, oh, my dad wasn't there, so it's gonna lead for me not being there because I don't know how to be. With me, man, it's more so like, I looked at my shortcomings with my parents. I love a lot of things about them, and it's some things I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And it's those things that I didn't like. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, I'm going to try to work on those things to be better for my daughter. You know what I mean? Okay. And that's how I look at it. Like, bro, we just got to do something different than what other people doing. You know what I mean? And we got to stop making excuses. You know what I mean? That is, that is things in our past. You know what I mean? Just be a good person.
It's so crazy. I tell people like, yo, man, my daddy was fucked up too. That don't mean he not a good person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good person. I may not be the most children-oriented person in the world, but at the same time, I'm a great uncle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great cousin. I'm a great, family member. At the same time, it's like, yo, being a father, God puts it in your life at a certain point. Word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every black man, especially an African-American male, you become a father at the specific point that you're supposed to be. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because being a father teaches you something. Just like being an uncle. I learned so much. Like, when I go to my, Thanksgiving, and you walk in, and it's like, you're that cousin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're that uncle. You're that, you know what I'm saying? You're that nephew that's out here doing something. Yeah, straight up. They running down you. They like, yo, man, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, man, I'm just trying to do this so that I can platform this, so that I can sustain this. Yep. I don't have to work for the Hornets every month. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My brother Hefe doesn't have to work for social status every month. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do clients for anything. You can be soul sufficient on Soul Individual. Word. On Rico, like, yo, I can provide for my daughter. I can do everything I need to do solely off of me. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Charlotte, a lot of brands, a lot of individuals, they come to our city. They'll do workshops, they'll do seminars, they'll do things like that, and they won't stick around after to hear the stories of what the people are going through. Word. You know what I'm saying? A videographer might come through, do the best recap you ever seen in your life, but you don't understand what he went through this morning. Word. You don't understand what you know what I'm saying, what he went through last night, or an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I think about the things and what I think about my brother Trap House Art, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pip, shout out to Trey, man. Great artists in the city, you know what I'm saying? Word. Phenomenal, like how in Atlanta has a Rico. You know what I'm saying? Or a person like that. They have these people who are native to that city who do something creative that fuels the community. Yeah. You know, so, and it's so amazing that, like, we've discussed your come up and we've discussed where you've gotten to in this point. Yeah. Going forward, you now have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? You're living in downtown Charlotte. We just had All-Star. Where is Rico going from today on? What's the vision for Rico?
Bro, be honest, man. Man, what's crazy about that question, man, is something I've been dealing with for years. Like,
okay,
what do I want to do? Like, what do I want Soul Individual to be?
Right.
Like, and I feel like I'm just not figuring it out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And and it's
we are too. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Yeah. Never. And it's so crazy when a lot of people, especially in Charlotte, when people see the glory or they see the acknowledgement or they see, accolades or things like that, they be like, oh, these guys got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm 24 years old. I'll be 25 in 20 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't think I got to figure it out. It may look like that, but it's professional. I balance my personal and professional very well.
Yeah.
So don't, but they think that.
Yeah.
They think, oh, Rico has it all figured out. They think Hefe has it all figured out. They think, clean slate, Soul Individual. They think everybody has it all figured out. But let them know about that day to day. That rise, that sun up, the sun down. Let them know what that feels like internally.
And that's the thing. Like with Soul Individual right now, man, I'm gonna say it. And it's on the podcast, so we setting it in stone.
Set it straight.
I'm switching, like, what do I want to do? What I want to do? Man, this is what it's going to be, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to focus heavily on social media. You know what I'm saying? Because Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know what I mean? Even diving into YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? I've been giving content to those platforms. Cats been rocking with me throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, at first, I was going to, like, just go all in on the blogging. You know what I mean? Wow. I'm going to kind of, like, shy away from that and give people real-time information through the social media channels. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And through that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get back and push into merchandise. That way I can still, do what I do on affiliate. I can focus on merchandising and I can focus on, just having that community with the people through the content where I'm communicating back and forth in real time instead of them going to a blog and maybe commenting. Like, you got to really have a strong connection to get some comments like a Vlad World Star, what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I'm not, like, with social media, I can get the real-time comments, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to focus on, the social media side as far as that and just give them and use that as my blog platforms, you know what I'm saying? And just build each and every one because, anything can happen. Any of those platforms could just, crash and burn. But make sure, I build a strong enough platform on something else where I still can connect with those people, man. So that's what I'm going to do, just still had a sneaker content going out and just use those platforms as a blog. Focus on the content and focus on getting merch out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because, man, like I said, man, I've been going back and forth with what I wanted to do for so long because I feel like with Soul Individual, man, like it's never been set in stone what it was. Like a lot of people ask me like, yo, bro, what do you do, man? One day you doing this, one day you doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's because like I never had nothing set in stone. Like I always just been hustling. You know what I mean? Like it
real
always
true hustler.
It just straight hustling. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as, and I ain't gonna say it's black men because it could be anybody, but I feel like sometimes we gotta get out of that hustle mentality. You know what I'm saying? Start thinking about corporate. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about how to make ourselves, you know what I'm saying, a legitimate
What's important about
man.
The balance between
you're right.
corporate and creative corporate. I feel like a lot of us, even our brother Jay Clean, he's instrumental. All of us really are instrumental in that creative corporate element of business and living. What do you feel like there's the line between, okay, I'm going to be corporate and I'm going to go fully independent entrepreneur?
At some point, thinking corporate is thinking money to me.
It is.
So
right.
I feel what he's saying.
Okay.
At some point, you gotta come up out of that hustle mindset because corporate to me is long-term money. You know
it is. It's generational money. It's money that's before us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you capitalize on corporate money, it's just in your generation.
Mm-hmm. And My bad. Go ahead.
No, go please.
No, I was just gonna add on to that, and that's where my big thing was coming from. Because I was thinking to myself, like, how do I pass this down to my daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to build something to pass down. Like, what kind of platform am I gonna have for her? You know what I'm saying? Do I need a website to pass that? Can I pass social media channels there? Like, how can I pass something down when she knows exactly how to get the money from it? So now it's just about, you know, like I told y'all what I was going to do, and just having a plan to how the foundation and the formula is going to go for her to continue to let this thing sustain, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And even now, man, like, it's funny, like, in the beginning of the interview, you was like, yo, you and your team, like, even now, man, I've been hustling so long, bro. I've been by myself with this shit since the beginning, bro.
For real?
By myself, dolo, bro. Like,
wow.
my boy, Boy, like, I had people come in and out and help me out at different times, you know what I mean?
Right.
But real heavily, like, shout out to my man's Randall, you know what I'm saying? He helped me real heavily in the beginning, you know what I mean? But it was like, I never had a situation for him to, like, stay on, you know what I mean? He had life, you know what I mean? And shout out to my boy Boom, you know what I mean? And to this day, like, I asked them two, you know what I'm saying, they ready to ride for me, whatever I need, you know what I mean?
Amazing.
But it's like, how do I get to the point, you know what I'm saying, of building this thing where I can have a staff, you know what I'm saying, where I can have, you know, payroll and shit. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking about, like, how do I take this thing to the next level? And that's what I mean in the sense of, like, getting out of the level of just, you know, just hustling for that next dollar and have it to the point where, you know, it's just a machine moving every day, and you already know you're going to have this set amount of money coming in where you can pay a staff and y'all doing this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm trying to take it now, like, to a full-blown thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something I've been racking my brain about around for years now. And that kind of, like, took away from the glory of everything coming up to, because it's like, man, you still hustling, you know what I'm saying? You still ain't got it all the way figured out. So it's just like figuring it out now, you know what I'm saying? Getting out of that. Always going to be a hustler. Let's not get it twisted. Always going to be a hustler, but it's just trying to figure out, how do I take this from this to a legitimized company where, you know, we get into some Fortune 500 shit, you know what I mean?
Man, the one thing I love about dialogue and just companies is about us being African-American men experiencing and influencing these young guys coming up.
I think it's important to speak out on this stuff, because people may see us in this life right now over the city and thinking this is figured out.
They think it's tomorrow.
Rico's saying, like, it's still a lot I have to figure it out.
Wow.
Straight up, bro. Because it's so many, and it's a whole nut, man. We gonna fuck around and do a part 2, man. So,
we gotta do a part 2.
Because we gotta get into, like, people getting things fucked up, man. Because you gotta realize, man, there's so many cats on a whole nother level than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't shit. Like, everything I done told y'all, if you take anything away from this interview, you know what I'm saying? 6 figures ain't shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know, 6 figures ain't shit. You can blow that shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? And that's what I want cats to know. So just knowing that, cause you know, we niggas.
Right.
We
Straight
all,
up.
like, at the end of the day, we niggas. So when we getting this money, we just like, oh damn, we done made it. We done made it.
I'm gonna call my mama, let her know, like, yo,
nah, bruh. Nah,
it's B.
You gotta keep that shit going, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you got people to take care of, you know what I'm saying, so that money can dwindle, and if you ain't financially, you know, you don't have that financial knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you can fuck your shit up, and now you fucked up again trying to figure it back out, bruh. So I just want people to know, bruh, what I learned from this whole shit is 6 figures ain't shit. And it's always a motherfucker ahead of you, dog. And with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we got more work to do. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of work
Rico,
to do.
I appreciate you coming on this podcast to share your story, brother.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Word,
I personally learned a lot, and I know our viewers learned a lot.
I know we learned a lot, man, and I know, your transparency, all I can say is thank you.
Oh, you
You
already
know what I'm saying?
know.
Because, like I said, the viewers know we've looked up to you. I'm sure a lot of viewers have looked up to you. You know what I'm saying? And whether people express it or not, we thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all paying homage, man. I spoke on this on
Yes,
Instagram
sir.
a while ago. Make sure y'all paying homage to the people y'all look up to. Give people their flowers while they can smell them.
Word.
Yes,
No
indeed.
cap.
You know what I'm saying? They yak while they can sip them. You know what I'm saying? Them
and
trees
this is the
while they
first
can.
episode. I gotta
Okay.
make this transparency. This is the first episode me and my man Paul have done off the yak. I'm sure our viewers
They can
but it's all
appreciate.
good. This has been a crazy episode.
An amazing episode, man. This is the Free Breakfast Podcast, man. I'm DJ Paulie Guap. This is.
And I'm Hefe Lockhart, man. This is the Free Breakfast Podcast, man, and we are out.
We
gotta
outta
do the
here,
part 2, man, because
man.
Rico
Shout
got
out
a
to
lot
my
more
brother
say.
Rico, man. He is a legend, soul individual.
You already know,
Straight out the
man.
Trey 4, man, coming through with
Shout
a
out to Winston, you
vengeance,
dig?
man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sir.
sir. We out of here.
We out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for checking in, man. We're going to make sure we had that part 2 because I ain't going to lie. It's a lot more that I got to ask.
Oh, most certainly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
we're going to check out right now because we are running out of time. But best believe we're going to be back. 1,000.
Yes, sir.